Last week's Parsha ended with a description of the sacrifices that were brought by each of the leaders of the 12 tribes. This one begins with a description of the lighting of the menorah. The commentators explain the connection between the end of last week's and the beginning of this week's Parsha as follows. Aharon, the high priest, was upset because he and his tribe did not participate when the leaders of the 12 tribes brought the sacrifices. Why? Because Levi, his tribe, wasn't included. Instead, Yosef's sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, their tribes were included in the 12. So Aaron was upset, and God reassured him, don't worry, you're going to light the menorah, that's even better. But you have to wonder, why was Aaron upset? He was the high priest. All he ever did was mitzvahs. He woke up in the morning and he did high priesty type things. And then he made peace between fellow Jews who were fighting. Morning, noon, night, all he ever did was mitzvahs. What was he upset that he missed out on this particular one? And then later in the Parsha, we have the same question, because we have a scene where people show up to Moshe and they complain. We were busy, we had to bury dead bodies. We had no choice. And that rendered us ineligible to bring the Karban Pesach, the Passover sacrifice. We want another chance. He asks God, and God says yes. We will have a Pesach Sheni, a second Passover. In a month, you're going to let them, the people who were ineligible through no fault of their own, they can bring that sacrifice. What were they upset about? That's the rule. If you've been involved in burying a body, which you had to do, you're exempt from bringing the Passover sacrifice. So why were they upset? And the answer in both cases is that Aaron and the people who missed out on bringing the Karban Pesach knew that every individual mitzvah has value, its own unique, incalculable value. So they were upset. We want to do that one also. Think about a little kid. We've all seen this. A little kid's got a bowl of candy in front of him, and he's bawling. And the parent comes over, what's wrong? You have the candy. And the kid can barely get the words out. He's so upset. He says, I wanted the red one. Because all he's got is the blue one, and the green one, and the yellow one, and the purple one, and the orange one. But he wanted the red one. Now we look at that behavior as unbelievably, laughably, amusingly childish. But guess what? We should feel that way. Instead of looking the other way when a mitzvah opportunity presents itself, hoping someone else will do it, rolling our eyes if we have to do it, we should be running to do that, especially if it's one we've never done before. As one commentator points out, there is nothing more dangerous in the world than a mitzvah opportunity that's lost. You'll say, how can that be? Isn't the performance of a sin the most dangerous thing possible spiritually? And the answer is no. Because if someone sins, they shouldn't. But if they do, they can do teshuvah. They can repent and wipe out that sin. But if we miss a mitzvah opportunity, it's gone. It's not coming back. So we should be like that little kid, looking for every possible mitzvah opportunity. The red one, the blue one, the green one, the orange one, the yellow one. Grab them all.